Dear students, in this session we discuss the applications of differential equations. The prerequisite is we know how to find the general solution of a linear differential equation. Consider the discharge of a condenser C through an inductance L and the resistance R. The voltage drop across L, C and R are respectively given by L di by dt, that is L d square q by dt square. Similarly, q by c and r times dq by dt. Then by Kirchhoff's voltage law we get L d square q by dt square plus r dq by dt plus q by c is equal to 0. Consider few problems. The first problem, an inductor of 0.5 Henry is connected in series with a resistor of 6 ohms, a capacitor of 0.02 farad, a generator having an alternating voltage of 24 sin 10t. Find the charge at time t if charge and the current are 0 initially. So the given things are inductance 0.5 Henry, resistor 6 ohm, capacitors 0.02 farads. By Kirchhoff's voltage law, we get L d square q by dt square plus r dq by dt plus q by c is equal to 24 sin 10t. Putting the numerical values in this equation, we are getting this equation. Let us simplify, multiply this equation by 2. So we are getting d square q by dt square plus 12 dq by dt plus 100q equal to 48 sin 10t. So we see that this is a linear differential equation, non-homogeneous with order 2. Dependent variable is q and independent variable is t. So we define capital D as d by dt, and using this notation, this is capital D square plus 12 capital D plus 100 whole multiplied with q, and that is equal to 48 sin 10t. Auxiliary equation is d square plus 12d plus 100 is equal to 0. We cannot get the factors of this, so we are using the quadratic formula, d equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2ac, and this is equal to minus 6 plus or minus I times 8. So the complementary function is e to the power minus 60 times c1 cos 8t plus c2 sin 8t. Now we will find particular solution. Particular solution means q is equal to 1 upon d square plus 12t plus 10 operated on 48 sin 10t. Here d square is to be replaced by minus a square. A is equal to 10 here. So 48 constant, 1 upon minus 10 square plus 12d plus 100 operated on sin 10t. So minus 100 plus 100 cancels. So it becomes 4 times 1 upon d operated on sin 10t. Now 1 upon d means integration. So 4 times minus cos 10t upon 10. And after simplification, this particular integral is minus 2 by 5 cos 10t. And therefore q as a function of t is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. This is the general solution. Now we have to determine the values of the two arbitrary constants c1 and c2 by making use of the initial conditions. It is given initially q is equal to 0. So putting into this equation, 0 is equal to 1 into c1 plus 0 minus 2 by 5, and therefore c1 is equal to 2 upon 5. Immediately we consider I, that is dq by dt, that is also equal to 0 initially, and before that we will have to find I using the formula dq by dt. So differentiating this, we are getting derivative of the first part e to the power minus 60 into minus 6, second part as it is, plus first part as it is into derivative of the second part, and that will be minus 8c1 sin 8t plus 8c2 cos t plus 4 sin 10t. Now let us put here t equal to 0 and I equal to 0, we are getting the equation 0 is equal to minus 6c1 plus 8c2. We already know value of c1, that is 2 upon 5, and thus we get c2 equal to 3 by 10. Thus the charge as a function of t. Putting the values of the arbitrary constants, we are getting e to the power minus 60 upon 10, 4 cos 8t plus 3 sin t minus 2 by 5 cos of 10t. Second problem, a capacitor of 10 to the power minus 3 farads is in series with an EMF of 20 volts and an inductance of 0.4 Henry. At t equal to 0, the charge q and the current I are 0. Find charge at time t. So these are the given things. Equation is ALD square q by dt square plus q by c is equal to 20. So putting the numeric values, we are getting this equation. Simplify, divide by 0.4, d square q by dt square plus 2500 q times 50. Again, this is quadratic of second order in q. So again, defining capital D equal to d by dt, this becomes d square q plus 2500 q equal to 50. And auxiliary equation is d square plus 2500 is equal to 0. Therefore, d equal to plus or minus I times 50. Complementary function will be c1 cos 50t plus c2 sin 50t, and particular integral is going to be q. Q means 1 upon d square plus 2500 operated on 50. So 50 is a constant, 1 upon d square plus 2500 e to the power 0t. So here we'll be replacing this capital D with 0. So we are getting this, and after simplification 50. Thus the general solution q is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. Now let us use the initial condition. Initially charge is equal to 0, so 0 is equal to c1 plus 1 by 50, therefore c1 equal to minus 1 by 50. Immediately let us put this value into the equation, and this is simplified to this. Now c2 is to be determined, so we use another initial condition, that current is also equal to 0, and after simplification we get IT. So differentiate q with respect to t, and that is sin 50t plus 50c2 cos 50t, and at t equal to 0, current is 0, so this is 0 equal to 0 plus 50 times c2. c2 is equal to 0, and this latest equation again becomes q as a function of t is equal to 1 upon 50 times 1 minus cos of 50t. Let us discuss one more problem. The charge q on the plate of condenser satisfies d square q by dt square plus q upon LC is equal to E upon L times sin of t upon root of LC. Prove that the charge q at time t is given by q equal to E upon C time upon 2 times sin omega t minus omega t times cos of omega t, where omega equal to 1 upon square root of LC and q equal to 0 at t is equal to 0. So the given differential equation d square q by dt square plus omega square q equal to E upon L times sin of omega t. Again capital D equal to d by dt, and it simplifies to d square plus omega square operated on q is equal to E upon L times sin of omega t. So auxiliary equation will be equal to d square plus omega square equal to 0, and d equal to plus or minus I omega. Complementary function c1 cos omega t plus c2 sin omega t, and particular integral, that is q is equal to 1 upon d square plus omega square operated on E by L times sin of omega t. E by L is constant. Now if we try to replace d square by minus omega square, this denominator becomes 0, so this is a case of failure. So we are going to make use of the formula 2b, which is minus x upon 2a to the power r upon r factorial into sine of omega t plus r times pi by 2. So here it is minus t upon 2 omega to the power 1 upon 1 factorial sine of omega t plus 1 times pi by 2. Sine of pi by 2 plus omega. So it is in the second quadrant. In second quadrant sine is positive, so it is plus, and since 90 degree sine will change to cos. Thus sine of pi by 2 plus omega t equal to plus cos of omega t, and remaining after simplification minus c upon 2 omega l, and this q as a function of t equal to complementary function plus particular integral. Again, initial conditions at t equal to 0, q equal to 0, q 0 is equal to c1 plus 0 and plus 0, that is c1 is equal to 0. Immediately let us put and update the equation. So q is equal to these two terms only. Second initial condition, for that let us find current at time t, differentiate q with respect to t, and that is equal to c2 sin omega t into omega minus e upon 2 omega l at cos omega t plus e by 2 l t sin omega t. Also at t equal to 0 current is equal to 0, so 0 is equal to, this will be omega c2 minus e upon 2 omega l plus 0. After simplifying, c2 is equal to e upon 2 omega square l, and thus q2 is equal to e upon 2 omega square l sin omega t minus e upon 2 omega l t cos omega t, and let us simplify this. Finally we are getting q as a function of t is equal to e upon c by 2 upon 2 times sin omega t minus omega t times cos omega t. So these are the three problems which we have been discussing on the applications of linear differential equation. I hope you understand it. Thank you.